Hello and welcome back. Welcome back. So, as we had said, you guys come out the gates, turn the corner, travel for less than a minute to come across Bellum and Reich in a corpse. So, Stalbar, I know that's your cup of tea, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's what you want to wake up to in the morning. So,
how do they look? They look like ass?
They look probably messed up.
Yeah.
I look more like ass than normal.
What happened?
I walk up to Kieran.
Someone
as
was trying
Reich
to murder
says,
Stalbar.
What happened? And I cast Cure Wounds level 2.
Thank you.
What a hero.
I gotta fix that.
I already like better Luca.
2d8 plus my spellcasting ability, I believe. Hold on 1 second.
That's weird. It didn't even actually cast a spell.
I pulled it over, and for some reason it didn't port right, I guess. But I'll fix that.
That's fine. You can just roll the like you're doing right now. Heals 11.
Oh, thank you, Bellum. That was nice of you.
He looks at you and says, "Things didn't go as planned."
No, that woman, the Captain McGarry, was trying to murder Stalbar.
Well, it seems as though he looks at all three of you. You guys need to get out of Dodge.
Where's Dodge?
Yes.
He looks back at Reich specifically. You were talking about half-orcs. We need to go to them.
No. We can't.
He raises an eyebrow. Why not?
It's complicated.
What's complicated about it?
They'll keep us safe.
Why
said they're
did you
not too far
talk to
away.
this stranger about the orcs? This orc, I may add.
He like turns
Not
quickly
any
to
orcs,
Stalbar.
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't say like aggressively or anything. It says he was very drunk. He turns back to Reich. It's your best bet for survival.
So, fun fact, Stalbar pointed out that he's an orc. To Reich and Kieran's eyes, you probably didn't recognize the fact that he was anything more than just human until Stalbar said that. And it's one of those things where you're like, oh, he does look kind of orcish, doesn't he? It's like almost like it didn't click. You know what I mean? Because you're so used to so many varied types of humans that it's like he's just a gruff-looking human. But when Stalbar says this orc, I might add, it's like, you know, he does have kind of orcish features. But he doesn't even look like a half-orc that I've ever seen, you know? Continue.
I look at, my eyes dart over to Kieran and back to him, and I say, we can't go there. We should go back to the other town.
Well, actually, we have to go back into that town first.
Why?
Because we forgot N.
Send him a letter.
And is the safest out of all of us to
Who?
get in this town.
Yeah, I get
Who's
that,
Ed?
but we have to send him a message. Our other companion.
And has the best adaptability to survive this situation, and is frankly the only one of us who is not going to be hunted by the town guard.
That is a right? Am I wrong?
I get that,
He'll
but we
look
have to
swiftly
let
over
him
to
know.
Kieran. He'll look swiftly over to Kieran and say, "You guys cannot go back in that town. I can. I can go get this end. What does he look like?"
We all just look. We all like exchange looks.
Stalbar doesn't. Stalbar just says the exact, like, if you go into the goose feather, you go up the stairs, it'll be the second door on the left.
Just
But
leave
you're
him a
not going to
letter.
go there because who the fuck are you?
He'll turn back to like he'll look at Stalbar like dead in the eye. Don't say anything. He looks back
Stalbar's a
at
bit
Reich.
wobbly right now.
Yeah, looks back at Reich
He's lost blood.
and then over to Kieran and says, "I will go get N, but you have to bring me to those orcs."
Okay, that's fine.
No,
He nods to
not
that.
go to the orcs.
That's
What
actually
do you have against
not
them?
happening.
I have nothing against them.
Okay, then what's the problem, Frank?
Reich,
And a promise not to go see them.
wait, Reich. I'll be
What
right back.
promise did you make?
And
What
he
did
like
you
jets
make a
off toward the
promise?
town.
Kieran, you made a promise not to go see them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's the point.
That doesn't make any
Kieran.
sense.
Kieran,
Break. You're talking nonsense.
Let me put this very simply
Or
to
the
you, Kieran.
duel.
You saw something you weren't meant to see, so the orcs erased your memory, and then they played with his mind, and he's now a puppet of theirs. It's a very complicated situation,
Oh,
and if we go
fuck
back there, we're
yourself,
all going to
Stalbor.
die. Keeping the secret of those mischievous minions of madness is no longer of my concern. My concern is mostly on staying alive, which is something
No,
I
your
find...
concern is of yourself, as it always is.
Yeah,
Guys, stop.
yeah.
I took off before any of this conversation
Yeah.
happened, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
Go.
Look, any promise we made? We're not going there with malicious intent. We're letting them know of a problem.
It doesn't matter if we're going there maliciously. If we go back, they're going to attack you.
Well,
Instead
That's
of
something
us
we'll deal
going into a situation where people are aggressive to us, we should go to the other town and inform them of what's been going on over here. Let them know of what is obviously corruption in the guard.
do you really
now
think
that
it's
is a
going to work?
sensible idea.
You really think it's gonna work?
No, but
Yes.
it's a good idea.
What do you? Okay, if it's a good, it's not gonna work, but it's a good idea.
That's kind of the whole reason why we stick together, isn't it?
It's not a good idea. The best we can hope for is to get to the other town before they send word to them, which is unlikely that we're going to be able to do, so we can get on our ship without being accosted by their guard.
But we have no choice but to go back. What's the better situation? We don't go back immediately. They
Look
send
for
word to the other.
allies. I know we made a promise, apparently, that I don't remember or am aware of, but we also have a half-orc with us who could negotiate on our behalf. We could just take them to the orcs. I wouldn't have to go anywhere near them. I could
Kieran?
stay further back.
Your entire crew is over in the other town.
I understand. We will go back to the town. I'm just wondering,
But then why go to the orcs first? What
There's
point
n-
did...
because they can't send word to the other town right before we get there.
I see
And
no
I think
reason
something's
to
wrong
relate.
with these people.
I see no reason to relate anything of this to the orcs. I met with a forest dweller. I might be able to commune with him, and maybe he will commune with the orcs in our stead before we leave, and that's probably the best we're ever going to get, while keeping ourselves safe.
Do you have any way to contact this person?
One or two.
Well then, perhaps that is the best
Can
bet we
we
have.
rest somewhere?
Preferably
Yeah, I
somewhere
don't know
farther
what this
down.
is, but it should be inside of my body, not outside of it.
This looks important.
Mm.
Yeah, we will find somewhere to rest along the way. Preferably somewhere out of sight.
Did we see any little rest stops on the road between the towns, Scott?
I mean, yeah. There were little bits here and there, kind of like safety areas, as I discussed beforehand. There's I think I discussed beforehand. I might be confusing this with
It
something else.
might have vaguely
But
happened, but
little areas where you know that it's safe because it was marked that way from the druids. The druids being kind. Ollie, are you investigating this corpse or no?
I don't give a fuck. I probably haven't noticed it. I mean, I've noticed it. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. So you're not investigating the corpse, and you're heading to the other town then?
Are we bringing the corpse with us?
I'd prefer not to lug it around.
Well, I went to go get N, so
Okay.
Excuse
be
the
useful
expression,
if-
but it's dead weight.
I mean, do we need it?
I would like to know if it is entirely human or not.
Oh, well, let me take a look.
Let me get my investigating glasses.
Double does need some glasses. But they'd be just like David Tennant Doctor Who, where he just puts them on to look smart
yeah,
occasionally.
he just wears
You know-
them to wear them.
Yeah,
3D glasses?
I mean, if they exist.
So, Stalbar,
Yes.
you go to check them out. You're not interested in doing what you're doing. You just don't care. You're just doing it because it was not so subtly hinted at by Kieran. So you're like, oh, fine, I'll do it.
Might as well, right? Well, it's here.
It's you get all your equipment out, and you open up the clothes, and you get the stuff to the side, and you start going, and then you finally stop, and you look at it, and you're like, huh. Like, you would have noticed this before if you were even giving even the slightest of fucks. But all of a sudden you realize their skin is kind of green. It's like green. Not like it's a slighter tint at first, but it's not brown or anything like that, but it's green.
So it's like the human that we saw that was transitioning into a moundling.
Yeah, the one that you guys, at least you believed
Yeah.
he was transitioning. Obviously, you don't have any scientific evidence of that.
I'll stand there. I was like, okay, yeah, he is a moundling.
Oh,
Was.
good. Then we can take him to the other city along with photographs or magical pictures. What do we call those?
Do you have those?
The pictograms.
Mine blew up. That camera was expensive.
Oh well, never mind. I guess we can't take him in as evidence.
Okay.
Is the greening obvious?
I mean, yeah.
imagine if I point it out,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
And we could.
if it's traveling it around that's the problem, I can make it
You can make it what?
walk.
You can make it walk.
Why do you look so surprised at me, Kieran?
Huh.
It's just kind of a weird
Well,
thing,
I'm a
I mean,
master of magic.
I
right?
could also just put
I
it
am
on my
too.
horse.
I can't make it walk.
Oh, your horse is still alive. That's a good idea. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be less conspicuous than
If I pollute it with
Making it
magic,
walk.
then it would be worthless to whoever we send it to. And then I would like start trying to pick it up, put it on the horse, but I have -1 strength. And then
I
like
would pick
I
it
just
up.
groan in pain and don't. Can this be a short rest, by the way, in case we get ambushed?
Absolutely, you're waiting for Bellum to come back.
Yeah. I just thought.
All right, Bellum.
Yep.
Oh, no, Karen, if you're still talking, go ahead.
It's like, see, Reik, you thought I murdered a person. I didn't. I murdered a moundling thing.
Well,
Yay.
kind of a person.
Well, I was less put off that you murdered him because, frankly, that was the least I expected. I was more put off by the fact that you decided to just fly away.
Well, I told you I was teleporting him somewhere.
Yes,
I didn't
I
go
know.
very far.
yes, you went very far. I
Okay.
ran a total of 3 miles today.
You could have ran less if you let me know you were there. I doubled back to try to find you.
Kieran.
So, you get back to the goose feather, go
Yep.
upstairs, and on the door, and you're like, the person, what? 1 second, friend. And then like comes over, and with just a towel around his waist, shut up. With just a towel around his waist, opens up the door and he's like, well, who in the hell's are you?
I say, Reich sent me.
Karike?
No, just Reich.
Are the two of them in a relationship now? I mean, I've seen the tension between them for some time.
I don't know anything of that, but Reich sent me.
Oh, okay. Who are you?
That doesn't matter.
You know what? I agree. Unless you can hold your weight in liquor, you just don't matter.
Well, I mean, I could hold my weight in liquor, but no, that's besides the point. We need to leave.
Are you challenging me to a drinking match? Hold on. Are you challenging me to a drinking match?
I go to walk into the room.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Honestly, lets you in.
Yeah. So like I turn and I shut the door behind me if he doesn't. And I like lean and I whisper, I'm like, listen, N. And I look to see if I get a response.
Oh, and oh, like, no, you're not challenging me to a drinking match? Where are you going with this?
The fuck? You're not N. But you know Reich?
Oh, I know Reich. I know Reich really well.
What's your name?
Really? He sent you to find somebody without knowing their name.
Well, he told me their name was N, but you didn't seem to respond to it.
N isn't much of a name, is it?
Fuck you, Ed.
What's your
This is
name?
why this is why we don't take you anywhere.
My name's Bella.
Okay, Bellum's a name. It's actually a good name. I'm assuming I'm supposed to come with you somewhere?
He like has a very puzzled look for maybe half a second. Takes a deep breath. Yeah, you're supposed to come with me.
This the drinking match. Are we going to have the drinking match, or are you already backing down?
Takes another deep breath. Yep, I'll supply the liquor.
Oh, all right. So I'll meet you downstairs in a couple minutes, and I'll drink you under that table.
He nods and goes downstairs. Just leaves and goes downstairs, kind of grunting as he leaves.
You hear a lot of banging upstairs, more than you would expect for a dude getting dressed. But there's a lot of banging, but eventually several minutes
old house radiator banging.
Like moving of furniture banging.
Okay, fair enough.
And then eventually, the guy comes downstairs. There's loose open tunic and stuff like that, and with his weapon at his side, and he comes downstairs. Where are you downstairs?
I'm just standing at the entryway to the tavern.
Perfect. He goes downstairs and he sits down at a table and throws his hand up. He's like, "We're gonna need a lot of ale today."
I walk over to him no, I said I'll supply the
I
liquor.
thought we were at an inn.
Yeah, there's no liquor here.
Oh, you're right. There is no.
There was a table, remember?
Yep.
I said
I know.
I'll supply the liquor.
So get it.
Come with me. And he goes to turn to walk out.
Oh, you're backing down. I win. You're forfeiting. I win. I'm coming with you, buddy. But I am so happy I'm winning this drinking match right now. Witness. Points at the bartender. Witness. It's not a bartender. It's an innkeeper. There is no liquor here. We've already established this.
Yep.
I fucking
Bella
love
reaches
this.
down,
And
takes
bursts
out a flask, takes a hard fucking swig, caps it, puts it back, and just starts walking in the direction that they
It's
were.
funny because because he's gonna walk swiftly. As he walks past you or catches up to you, he's gonna place a hand on your shoulder, like a double pat hand on your shoulder. He's like, "I understand if you need to drink away the sorrows of losing." It makes sense.
He just keeps going. He doesn't say it. He's just done. Keeps going.
This is the best end personality.
So he walks
I
with
loved
you.
it when I didn't have to deal with it. Damn it.
He walks with you. He doesn't let up. He's annoying, but roll me an insight check.
Sure. Actually,
Here's the question: do you answer if you engage in conversation with him, and he asks you little questions? Do you answer them?
no.
And I don't mean they're not super prodding. So what town did you grow up in, and what's your mother's maiden name and blood type? Nothing like that. It's just one of those things where he'll gesture to your bow, and he'll be like, "So does that mean you keep from the fight, or do you like to get in?"
I'll give him a look, and not respond.
Do you speak to him at all whatsoever?
Very, very small things depending on what he says. If he talks small talk, oh, the weather, yep, or oh, this, or
So if
oh,
that's how
your
you
bow,
are,
it's a bow.
after the third time you do that, he'd be like, "Oh, so you're a professional asshole. I get that." Now, do you charge extra when people are "I need a mercenary, but I also want a really tight asshole"? Do you charge for that, or is that free service?
Sighs, takes another swig, keeps going.
I'll tell you what, I pay extra for that. Value.
So, and it's little insults like that he kind of tosses your way, kind of testing your mettle. And you realize with the insight check, you realize that what he's doing is he's literally just trying to get under your skin, trying to you actually pick it up. He's intentionally prodding you to learn from you. He's trying to understand who you are. And I imagine once you come to that full understanding as opposed to just being annoyed, you probably even button up more and don't give him anything else to work with, right?
Yeah.
that.
Before I'm yeah, no. Then it just gets ugh, and just keep going. Yeah.
Yep, cool. Almost immediately, once you button up, because you come to that realization. Sorry to get a little meta here. Then you come to the realization that he came to the realization, you came to the realization, and he gets quiet too. And actually, The rest of the walk, it's no speaking whatsoever, just an obnoxious bounce in his step as he's going.
That's perfect.
Okay, until you guys meet up with your companions. Once you guys meet up with the companions, he sees you guys. He's like, "Whoa, whoa! There's a dead body right there."
Thanks for pointing that out.
It's not really a person. It's fine.
I like immediately say, "Is this N?"
Yeah, that's him. Thanks.
More trouble than he's worth.
Definitely not N. It's a terrible name.
I know. Terrible.
I would never go by the name N.
Yeah, but I couldn't remember what it was. I'm sorry.
You guys are acting like we literally just met yesterday. What's going on?
Walks up to Kieran, like past N, talking to her. Kieran, I don't know you well. I don't know any of you well.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys are in a tight spot.
Yeah.
Reich was telling me about orcs that you found in the forest. I'm not sure what you know of them, but I do know them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where they are, but personally, I know them. We need to get to them.
I mean, I agree with you, but I'm not the one you have to convince.
He turns to the other two. Stalbor's probably giving me fucking a look, I imagine. And Reich is just like, what's Reich doing?
I just look blank, like not. I don't look angry. I look resolved.
Look, Bellum,
Okay.
apparently I made a promise that I can't remember because my memory was wiped, and I can't go back there.
If you go back there with me, you don't have to worry. And then he turns
There you
to
go.
Reich. He turns to Reich and says, "She has killed someone and seemingly assaulted the town guard.
I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah,
like
this
we
is
went-
standard. That's not scary.
That's fine. You think she's gonna be safe in any public place from here?
No.
Do you think she'll be safer in a public place than with my friends?
Yes,
Why?
because they threatened her life. Threatened her life so much that she voluntarily decided to go and have her memory wiped.
And I will promise you my life that they won't harm her.
Bellum, you're a nice man, but your life means literally nothing to me right now.
But if I'm willing to sacrifice my own life, what do you
You're a
think my life
fucking
means
idiot.
to me?
Stalbor, he's trying to help us.
And
He's one of them.
I truly believe that he is trying to help us, and I think that he is an incredibly sincere man. And frankly, were this any other situation, I would follow him. But I know what lies at the end there. I know
All
what's
right.
going to happen if I take care.
Fine. I
How about this?
understand what you're saying. Hold on. I understand what you're saying. So you want a discreet way to the next city?
Wait, guys, I can't go there. Okay, but Rick, can you? Do you have? Did you piss off the orcs?
No.
No, but you know where they are.
Best
So
friends with the orcs.
Rick and Bellum can go find the orcs. Stalbor, we can go find your connection. And I mean, I don't remember your name. I'm sorry. You
En's
can
not
say
coming with me if it's just me and Reich.
no, but you can either stay in the town, but be very careful because
Still trying to
there's a lot
figure
of
out who
people-
N is.
I know. I don't remember your name. I'm sorry.
You're a terrible person.
We've
know.
never been told his name because I
I
would
know we
not
have.
I was
I
We
know.
have not.
I was told his
You
name.
be.
I know
Okay.
his name.
But
I don't remember his name off the top of my head in real life. But
you can stay in the town, but be very careful because I have a feeling people there are
Wait.
know what they seem.
Styleboy.
And
Were
you
you-
can meet us back at the town if you want.
Styleboy, were you not in a fight with her? You think that going to town is safe for you?
he doesn't go
When
in
did
town.
we say we were going to town?
She just suggested you did.
No, we're
If
not
you're going
into
to be
town.
following us around, you better get more intelligent.
Okay, Bellum, you and Rick are gonna go to the orcs. Salbor and I are going to a different connection, also in the forest, but not the orcs. En's going to stay in town. Or come with Salbor and I, depending on what he decides to do.
Reich, do you know the way to the orcs?
Yes.
Then it seems this is the plan. However, you will be safe coming to the orcs. I can promise you that.
As long as Kieran's not coming.
So if you two are going together and you two are going together, does that mean I'm hanging out with the dead guy?
Yes.
That isn't a
You
guy.
do need to take him back to the ship.
We were told
do
to get
that?
someone who could actually stand being around you for more than 10 minutes. This is the best compromise we can come up with.
Stalball.
That's low.
Full on.
Yeah.
That is low.
Mike actually smiles at that.
Would you be okay doing that?
Carting around a corpse?
Yeah.
I mean, he looks kind of heavy. Maybe if I had a means of carrying him.
Oh, right. Can he borrow your horse?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, good. I was gonna
Because
say I don't need to like a belt or something to belt him onto me or something like that. Do I?
He's looking at Stalbor.
Yeah. We look at Stalbor. Like a belt.
Why would a belt help you with a...
I said to
Right.
belt him onto, like to strap
Right,
him.
can we go? Can we go?
If you're ready.
I've been ready.
I looked to Kieran and I say, be safe.
Well, hold on.
Why are you concerned about
One more thing.
fire a lightning bolt from my hands?
Am I traveling through these woods alone? Because I heard there's a beholder around here. I heard this beholder around here, and the last time somebody was traveling through these woods alone, a beholder attacked them,
So,
and they barely didn't make it.
Bellum's gonna hold a finger
I
up.
killed the beholder. It's fine.
Stalball walks away.
Bellum's gonna hold a finger up and say, well then just wait a second. And he's gonna like sit down cross-legged and put his head down. And I'm actually gonna use my primeval awareness.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple things wrong with what you said. First of all, too soon, buddy. Second of all,
No, you said too soon, buddy.
yeah, well, I say there's a couple things wrong with what you just said. I said, first of all, too soon. Second of all, listen.
Whoa. Again, I don't know if you recall this, but prior to you and your lovely band of friends showing up to help out your friends there that, I heard the story about before, there was one person traveling through these woods alone on a horse, and the beholder popped out, and that person didn't have a great time, did they?
Okay.
And my hand's up, I'm just like, shut it. And I like lift my head up. Are there any aberrations or monstrosities?
Not monstrosities, abso-fucking-lutely. Aberrations, no.
I look at him and say, there's no beholders, don't worry about it.
And this guy sniffed a flower to reassure me.
All right. So again, you can stay in the city and see what you can find here, and we can meet back, and we can take the body with us. How's that sound?
I think I'll just come with you.
Okay.
That probably
Right,
seems
let's
like
go. I stand up and start walking.
I look at him and I say, and I look back at Kieran and I say, please stay safe. And then I follow after shortly.
Do you guys want to take the body then with you? So that way it's 3 and 3.
We'll make sure to split it down the middle.
You know what? I think he has the most personality. Pointing at the corpse.
You guys keep the horse. You keep the body.
All right.
Awesome. So, after they part ways, the person whose name you do not know says, "You know what? Actually, before we go for this walk, I think it'd be a really difficult time walking with, I gotta go pinch a loaf. Do you mind giving me a few?"
Yeah. Go.
Leave 10 minutes later. N in the form that you're most common with, the female form that you're most familiar with, comes out, and your travel is very pleasant.
Oh, jeez. If it came with Reich and me, it would have stayed in that shitty person. Oh, you asshole. You asshole.
Well,
You would have had to. That's what you meant it meant.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So how long are we traveling for?
you guys a while.
So on that first night, I want to examine the knife that I still have to see if there's any identifying marks on it.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know if there's anything obvious, but should I do like an investigation or something?
Si, senor.
because I just realized I actually have evidence that I was attacked.
So with your investigation roll of an 18, which is a really good roll, so you grab the thing and you look at it. Clearly, this knife has been used many, many times over and over again, and it's been honed many, many times over and over again. It is not magical. But as for identifying marks, you do see that there is some strange like notch work and etchings and whatnot that are over by the pommel of the weapon. At first, you're like, oh, it's just the design. But then you kind of like, I don't know, there seems to be like, more than just making it look good, there seems to be a significance to it. Maybe it's some sort of a cipher, but you can't understand it.
And it also has my black blood on it, I assume.
Well, yeah, but I just assume you lick that off because that's how you heal, is by consuming your own.
I should keep that secret. I'm gonna wrap it up in some cloth. And did I catch that woman's name when I was in her office? I assume not.
Actually, no, you never did.
But
you know she's captain of the guard, huh?
Yeah, I'll write.
You caught her name.
Yeah, you notice I start writing evidence against Captain of New Throne Guard on the little package.
Actually, her name was.
Oh, and then I'll write that on.
What is her name, Scott?
I don't remember. Top of my head. I'll have to look it up later. I'll have to look.
James Jenny.
It has the name on there.
I'll go into the notes.
Officer Jenny.
I'll go into the notes when it matters more.
And then I'll pick it up and I'll show it to Kieran and it's like.
It's a start.
It's not right good, but
Yeah, Rank's already writing his comprehensive report.
And then I'll be like, okay. Now, Kieran, do you want to help me chop off this guy's hand?